I was quite taken by how Geshe Samduk began the course that he taught us on A Teacher's Lamp to the Path, where, because the text begins, it goes very quickly into Bodhicitta, but he took a long time, that first teaching, to take us through the initial and middle scope, leaving us kind of with this penultimate question of, what was his exact words? Do we want to remove these contaminated aggregates or not? Do we want to keep these contaminated aggregates or not? Predicating this before on how these aggregates, this body and mind complex taken under afflictions and karma, is the basis for the first two types of dukkha or suffering, outright physical and mental pain, but also the dukkha or the suffering of change, where nothing that we do or consume or who we are with will bring us lasting happiness if we still have a mind pushed around by anger, attachment, ignorance, and with these karmic seeds ripening where we experience all kinds of unhappiness. And this brought me back to a verse from Shantideva in chapter 1 about the benefits of bodhicitta that I find very inspiring, where Shantideva says, "It, or bodhicitta, is like the supreme gold-making elixir, for it transforms the unclean body we have taken into the priceless jewel of a Buddha form. Therefore, firmly seize this awakening mind." And yeah, I find this inspiring because I see very clearly the limitations of this unclean body that I have. And so the body of a Buddha able to perform spontaneously, effortlessly, to accomplish the aims of beings is much more attractive than what, or appealing than what I currently have. And hopefully this isn't too much information, but, and it's just funny. But I had an interesting experience over the winter that brought this home in a personal way, where I went to the dentist late last year before retreat, just for an annual checkup and clean. And I got a big thumbs up with how I'd been taking care of my teeth, which I was very happy for. But the dental hygienist could tell that I'd been clenching with some divots or something. So she mentioned that I should wear a mouth guard. I tried that before, I didn't like it, so I'd stopped. So I'm like, okay, I will be good and wear a mouth guard. And so we have some here that have been donated, so I got one. But I think it was a bit too big for my mouth. And so when I tried to sleep that night, I was just drooling. And I'm like, this is really unpleasant. But it said, I looked up online, like, is this normal? And then it says, yes, this is very normal, because when you put something in your mouth, we salivate, right? So it's just, just stick it out. Within 2 weeks, it should be fine. And so I kept persevering and just drooling. And I couldn't actually fall asleep. I was like waking myself up because I'm like, It was just not good on many levels. And it was just like, wow, this is just like the body is okay. So teeth are dukkha. It's like, having these things that get in the way. And then my mind is dukkha, like, why am I clenching? It's like, not everyone clenches. There must be something going on that I'm like in my sleep about some anxiety, I'm guessing. And then the remedies are also dukkha. It's like this thing doesn't fit properly. And then when it doesn't fit, then I drool and I can't sleep because I'm drooling. And it's like, wow, this unclean body is just not, even in just one aspect, is not something that I want to continue with. They're so limited. It's like they're limited in energy. It's like why we have to sleep is because we can't run for 24 hours straight to being of benefit. They're limited in capacity. I only have so many arms. I can only have many bodies that can be in so many places at one time. They're limited in reach. There's only so many people that one body can interact with. And then they wear out, they break down. Even if we do everything right, like we eat well, we exercise well, still they break down. So then bodhicitta is this supreme gold-making elixir that can transform our body into a body of a Buddha. Not this body, transform this flesh and blood into a body of a Buddha, But with this body, we can practice, and we can practice the methods to generate bodhicitta in our mind. We can, when we have spontaneous bodhicitta, then start fulfilling the two collections of merit and wisdom that will be the substantial causes for both the wisdom dharmakaya, the omniscient mind of a Buddha, and then the form bodies that can actually benefit sentient beings. And so, yeah, as instead of this pee, poop, and drool machine that we can have this amazing body and mind that pervades all of space. And I love this particular verse of the King of Prayers that I like to think of sometimes before doing the prostrations to the 35 Buddhas that we do each morning. On every atom are Buddhas, numberless as atoms, each amidst a host of bodhisattvas, and I am confident the sphere of all phenomena is entirely filled with Buddhas in this way. So the Buddha's body and mind pervades all of space. On each atom, we can think of countless Buddhas able to benefit others, and with their collection of merit and wisdom transforming into food, drink, bodies, bridges, objects, companions, whatever sentient beings need to progress on the path. So in answer to Geshe Samduk's question, yes, I want to give up these contaminated aggregates. Not that I can get rid of them completely, because nothing can cease this mind and the subtle wind that it rides on, but I want to transform my mind into a mind of a Buddha that can effortlessly benefit sentient beings. And this verse by Shantideva is, I find it's a nice start to the day, where reminding myself of where I am with this uncooperative, dirty body, but where I want to go. So, and how to get there with bodhicitta to make that the bedrock of our day, of our mind, of our lives. So, bodhicitta, it is like the supreme gold-making elixir, for it transforms the unclean body we have taken into the priceless jewel of a Buddha form. Therefore, firmly seize this awakening mind.